What's up, guys? Back with Brandon's bets. Um, Here to talk about this weekend's upcoming NFL games and the college football national championship. So, really, no intro. Let's just get right into it. You know what games are coming, so let's talk about them. First of all, I got I got the Chiefs minus 8.5 versus the Houston Texans. Um, I'm thinking about Patrick Mahomes, and I'm thinking about the Houston Texans and CJ Stroud. Last week, the Texans against the Chargers, they proved me wrong. They shut me up pretty soundly. But up until right before halftime, they weren't doing very much. And I think it was more about the Chargers melting down than it was the Texans playing that well. But again, Texans shut me up. And they did it to the Chargers. I don't believe they can do it to the Chiefs. And going back to last year's playoffs, the Chiefs made me a lot of money being underdogs for whatever reason the whole playoffs. That's not the case this year, but I'm still not betting against the Chiefs until they get eliminated. So we're going Chiefs minus 8.5 here, and I have a bonus bet, which was not my own idea. I stole it from Nick Wright. But he mentioned the Chiefs first half over 13.5, which is plus 105. I will be betting that. That's not official. Don't count that against me because I'm not telling you to bet it. I'm just telling you that I'm so do with that information what you will. But yeah, I'm taking the first half over 13.5 for the Chiefs. Not the total over, just for the Chiefs team total over 13.5 in the first half. All right. So next one we got, I have Washington plus 8.5 versus the Detroit Lions. Now I went back and forth on this for a long time, and the number was 9.5, which I liked better for Washington. But I'm still going to do a plus 8.5, and the rationale is I think these teams are just going to score a bunch of points. Um, the over is 55.5, and I'm not necessarily going to bet that. I might bet it, but that might be a day of thing that I may or may not do. But taking that plus 8.5 as of 4 o'clock on Thursday the 16th. Um, Line could still move in either direction, I'm guessing. But then take Washington plus the points, because I think both teams are just going to score at a crazy amount of points, and I think Washington will be able to keep up offensively with the Lions. I won't outright say that I think the Commanders will win, because I don't know if I believe that or not, but I think they'll be able to keep it within a score. If not the whole time, at least by the end of the game, I think they'll be within the 8.5. So I'm gonna take Jaden Daniels and the Commanders plus 8.5. And then on Sunday's first game, I have the Rams plus 6.5 versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now this one is is different from the last underdog because I do think that the Rams will just win. So another bonus bet I will be betting is just Rams money line for plus 220 as of right now. So, but yeah, I'm taking Rams plus 6.5. Um, I don't see it. I don't see it with the Philadelphia offense right now. And Jalen Hurts has he's had one great playoff game, and that one great playoff game was in the Super Bowl. So you have to give him credit for that. But all the other playoff games, he's been middling to mediocre to bad. So and it's not just his playoff numbers. It is how the offense is playing right now. He was rusty last week. He hadn't played in 3 weeks, but offense wasn't clicking on all cylinders while he was there, and they for sure weren't when he was on the bench with a concussion, and they weren't clicking on all cylinders last week against the Packers, and against his Rams defense right now, I don't think they will be on all cylinders this weekend. That Rams defense has been playing very well as of late, and you saw what they did to Sam Darnold. Now Jalen Hurts isn't Sam Darnold for sure. I would never disrespect Jalen Hurts like that, but this Rams team, this Rams defense has been playing very well, and this Rams offense is a different monster in the playoffs. Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay get busy in the playoffs when it matters, and I think they will do that again. Um, Even if they don't win, they will definitely be able to keep it close. Definitely keep it within 6.5 points. It's way too many points for this Eagles offense up against this Rams defense, and I for sure think the Rams can keep up points with the Eagles. I don't see any world where the Rams don't cover. Um, I mean, unless Matt Stafford got hurt or something to that effect. McTyron Williams loses 3 fumbles or something crazy like that. But um, like it wouldn't shock me if the Eagles won, but it would shock me if they won and covered. So taking that Rams plus 6.5. And then the game of the weekend, possibly the game of the century, the one everyone is looking forward to. We got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills. And the Ravens are favored minus 1.5 at Buffalo. And I will be going with the Ravens minus 1.5 against the Buffalo Bills. I, again, this was another one that I went back and forth on for a real long time. And I think I think Baltimore is the better team, even just slightly, but I think they're the better team. They have Derrick Henry, they have Lamar Jackson. Even if they don't have Zay Flowers, that's gonna hurt a little bit. Um, I I don't expect this to be a real high scoring game, high scoring affair. It's supposed to be the, the it's supposed to feel like -2 in Buffalo when this game kicks off. So I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of points scored, whole lot of offense there. But I think Baltimore has just a little bit more than Buffalo does. That Baltimore defense has been playing spectacularly. Excuse me, they've been playing spectacularly. Um, I don't know when the line of demarcation was, but it started off poor, and they hit a switch, and they remembered that they were Baltimore Ravens on defense, and they started playing a lot better. And Buffalo's been no slouch. This is it's not gonna be easy, not gonna be a blowout. Um, 1.5 either way is probably exactly what it should be because it's gonna be close. It's gonna come down to Justin Tucker. This is gonna come down to Tyler Bass. I think the Bills kicker's name is. It should be an even fight. Um, going to be a barn burner. I think it's going to be a very exciting game. that comes down to the wire. No pun intended. But yeah, I think Baltimore will have just enough to pull out that 1.5, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I really don't have a good feel for it. I think I'm pulling for Lamar Jackson just a little bit more than I'm rooting for Josh Allen. And I think that's where it took me, but I would not be shocked if the Bills won. Um it could go either way, each way. It could go Baltimore blowout, Baltimore close game, Buffalo blowout. It could go anything is possible with this outcome. I know Baltimore played Buffalo back way back when, might have been October, might have been October or November. Don't remember when, but when they played, it was Baltimore huge. Derrick Henry had 199 yards. Bills only scored 10 points. That was a blowout. I do not see that happening again. I really don't. So I'm gonna go Baltimore minus 1.5, and I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope they get it done, but really don't have a strong feeling either way on that. So it's that. And then on um Monday we got the college football national championship, and we have Ohio State minus 8.5 versus Notre Dame. And I've gone back and forth on this also. For a minute I was thinking, oh yeah, Ohio State minus 8.5. And then I thought about it. I'm like, oh, Notre Dame has a really good defense, and I might want to take those points. But I've gone back, and I'm just gonna ride it out with Ohio State, and I'm gonna take Ohio State minus 8.5, and think they'll get it done. Think they'll get it done by 10. That's going to be a real low scoring game. I think both defenses are very good. I imagine if Notre Dame plays man coverage like they've done all year and like they're saying they're going to do, I imagine Jeremiah Smith gets loose for a big one. So I think I think Ohio State gets it done. So yeah, not too much in depth on that one. I know Notre Dame's defense is good, but I don't trust Riley Leonard, which is why I picked against them against Penn State. I picked against them versus Georgia with Georgia's backup quarterback, but um I'm gonna pick against them again. So um if they don't like that, then I John Crawford can come fight me if he wants to. Um but yeah, I got OSU minus 8.5, and I'm gonna take that one to the bank. And Ryan Day is gonna be holding up the championship trophy on Monday night. So I think he'll come a long way from losing to Michigan to winning the national championship, and saving his job and saving the tenure in Ohio State. So uh yeah. So yeah, those are Brandon's bets. And we'll check back in. We will probably check back in on Monday, um, Monday afternoon, after the NFL playoffs, and then I'll figure out when I'm gonna recap the national championship game, because um, we got some stuff going on next week. So, but we will be back. I'll be back on Monday because I'm off work on Monday, but. As far as the national championship, we'll figure that out. Maybe I'll just do it right after. Maybe I'll be so happy I'll just do it. Jump on here right after. But yeah, so um until then, see ya.